That's bigger than usual. Okay, this is getting annoying. How do I make sure it doesn't clip onto itself? Shift? Alt? No. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Controller. Clearly not prepared for this. Very clearly. Ooh, I just realized. Okay, that's... I just realized how much of the curtain takes up a lot of space. That's weird now. Ah, I kind of don't like it. Unforeseen consequences of getting a curtain. I really hate it when it snaps. How do I... Gotta make sure it doesn't snap. The screen. Nope. Have to do it manually. That. There we go. Yeah, I forgot about YouTube chat. I doubt anyone's gonna pump up there. Okay. So do you want to keep this background music? I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the curtain. Takes up space. Makes me look kind of small. Oh, wait, what if I zoom out? I'm extra small. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to live with the red background. What's behind the curtain? Okay, I know there's a new event for Genshin, and also the Abyss reset. The thing about this is it's online. Yeah, it's online. Okay. So there's primos to be earned from dire and normal. Okay. Let's do normal first. Or does it even matter? Actually, I don't think it matters. So you can finish this in normal. Stage info. Velocity training. At least one player takes no hit. How does this even work? No grand revenge is complete. After the event begins, the maximum number of frenzy stars obtained increased by 2 every 2 days. Oh, that's... You can't finish this off in one sit through. Okay. How to earn some points. We don't know which... Oh god, this is gonna get confusing. Is it random? How do I prepare for this? Is the question. How do I prepare for these kinds of fights? Does it tell us beforehand what are we fighting? Okay, explosive. After the trigger, so we want pyro electro. Good to know, good to know. Green. Oh no, don't tell me they're entering my world. Character heals at least 25 times. Use elemental skills, plunging. Okay. So, we want plunging, we want elemental skill, we also want pyro. Florend. I could do Morivika, or I could also do Chevrus for healing. Oh, somebody did it for me. Okay, hopefully it's the proper Morivika that I set up. Right, it's not the... Elemental burst? Crit damage increase, not bad. Confirm. Nobody else picking? Oh. Characters burst, and then they're picking elemental skill damage. Okay, this works. Please confirm. Fuller end. Oh. There we go. Okay, new event. Haven't touched this. Don't know how to play it. Just tell me it's the right set. I am buffing Morivika. This is not good. This is not good. Well, actually, it's good for the team, maybe. At least. Because I am buffing everybody's damage up, now that I think about it. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. We're not making the 60-minute time. What is this? I'm pretty sure I put it on normal. This is bad. Dude, we failed miserably. Oh my god. What is this event? Defeat opponents while in the safe zone. Defeat opponents while in the safe zone. Overload. I can't change my... Maybe... Oh. Pretty bad. Where's the safe zone? I'm doing decent damage for supporting Mordika. Not gonna lie. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. Ow. Okay, this is terrible. It's fun. Forces multiplayer, but oh god, that hurts. That actually hurts. Shepherd's is clearly not the best healer, even though we're doing an overload team. I don't know why. We managed to do this one. We failed the first one, we managed to do this one. Jeez. Really? Really, really, really? They're gonna give us the local legend. I don't like that. I don't have the thing necessary to beat the local legend. Baressa was needed here. We're not gonna be able to beat this guy. Of all things. The guy who moves around a lot like it's nobody's business. Oh my god, this is annoying. Yeah, we're not doing this one. Okay, okay, I get the challenge. It's really hard to build a team without knowing the endgame boss. Like, we built this with Overload in mind, but this guy's resistant to Pyro, bad choice, and we need Baressa of all things. Or like Eon-san. The thing, touch the thing. Come on, 14 seconds. Are we really gonna lose it because of his running animation? Oh, that is hella annoying. That's hella annoying. That is That is awful. I don't like that at all. Oh, that's way too zoomed in. Yeah, that's normal enough. Jeez, this is a weird event, not gonna lie. Forced multiplayer, weird comps, weird gimmicks that people have to read up on. Is there like a daily limit? Let me fix this. I gotta fix up the team. So let's say I choose Morvika again. And the Traveler had the Morvika set. Right, is this the one? 20 by 20? Yes. Try that again. I'm actually very curious to see if I can actually win this. I could get up to 500, which is the limit, which is good. I could get all the primos in this in one go. Melting, vaporization, or pyro cryo. I could choose Morvika again. I could choose my Skirk, depending who gets played. We get points for healing, plunging, and completing 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Okay. Plunging. Ooh, no healing? I don't have cryo healing. That's gonna be a problem. Go Diona. I don't know. Benny buffing. See. What do you mean trolling? Sure. Casting burst heals. I should abuse healing. I could abuse that hard. Or actually no. I'll take this one. Attack speed increase. I see the guy typing in chat. All attack members. Attack speed increase. Normal damage. Yeah, that's good for Skirk. I know Skirk's meant to be freezing, but I could apply cryo. Right. Applying cryo is my whole thing here. You guys are the DPS. Melt. I'm doing decent damage. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm not the DPS. I know I'm just applying cryo. That's the whole thing. Me and Vaithusley could apply cryo. Benny buffs us. Arlecchino could do the damage. Whoa! Crunchy! Whoa! That is a blast from a... I want to say the past. It's been a year. Hey! How you doing? I'm still playing genshin, as you can tell. How have you been? I know university life has been busy. I saw somebody... I saw Pink, so I thought initially, Christini. Great to hear from you again. How you been? Again. Oh god, I got it. Come on. Yes, me and Arlecchino killing it. Only problem with my cooldown is not the greatest on this. Hey, good to hear. Again, I know everyone's been busy. Life happens. But again, the Discord's still surprisingly alive. I'm good. Same old, as if nothing's changed. Playing Genshin still. There's been a couple of new games. Helldivers, Monster Hunter Wild is another thing that I've been playing since since January. Oh, that's been fun. Also, you can tell, you can see the new setup. I have a curtain now. Oh, wow, that is a blast from the past. Do you still play Genshin? Just curious. I think I've seen you play. Like, every time I check my friends list, I see you, like, keep track. You missed the plants? I know. The green was really nice to have, but, this helps block some of the sounds. Like, it muffles it, not complete silence, but it helps. Where's the Benny Heels? Where are the Benny Heels? I know, but it's actually a good time. On YouTube, Genshin dropped like the biggest lore. We have a face reveal of the 4 shades, you know, like Nova, God of Death. Oh, there's a lot of big like lore stuff happening right now, so I'm actually hyped. It just happened. I know, you should watch it. It might get you back into Genshin, which is also a bad thing, but you should watch it on the YouTube channel. It's heavy on the lore, like surprisingly heavy. I did like a review, I think, last week about it, like a reaction, and I was like, whoa, this is the stuff that I'll love. Like, Genshin's progressing with the story. But hey, it's kind of late. I'm not sure, like, why are you watching me so late? Right? I just had a feel to play Genshin. I've been busy this past 3 days. I missed, I think, Monday and Tuesdays. So I'm trying to catch up with it. There's apparently a new event, which I'm doing this for the first time, so... Yeah, so I'm kind of doing like a late night stream, but I don't plan to stay too late. I have chicken in the oven right now being cooked, so I'm trying to finish this off. But yeah, this game mode got me interested. Have you eaten dinner yet? Right, time zone. Jesus, it's been a hot minute. Sorry. We're like 3 hour difference? 3 or 4? Yeah, more local legends. So Natlan added like gimmicky bosses. Like, you know, Fontaine had like the local legends. The penguin. Oh god, I got nuked. Okay, this is a weird event. 8 p.m. Wow, you have bear time to play. Okay. Good. Also, if you didn't notice, I'm also dual streaming. I have YouTube as well. My YouTube channel, I'm actually streaming there as well. I've been doing it for like maybe not 6 months, like four or 5 months now. It doesn't get as much traction, but it's something I want to try out. And I did see some people pop into the chat on YouTube, so it was really fun to see people come from that side. Oh, that's why you came here. Oh, you got the notification. Yeah, same old, but everything's different. Oh, by the way, how do you like Skirk? Yeah, like you said, you play occasionally, but managed to pull Skirk and her weapon. She's fire. she's fire in the sense that she's amazing DPS and she plays well. I know she's such a great character. Her story is pretty cool as well. If you manage to find time to play her story quest, well, it's already done. But I played her story quest. It's a really nice story quest. You get a little bit of lore on Tartaglia and some of like the concept of the abyss again, which is really good. It's nice to listen. Okay, like let's say you're having like you have downtime to just like listen to some lore. But hey, I know it's not up your alley. Okay, what else do I need to do for tonight? The abyss reset. I have full resin. I'm not pulling for anyone. I'm trying to save. Do I do the abyss or do I keep doing this event? I don't want to do co-op. This is kind of gimmicky, even though it's free primos. I don't know. What is this blessing? What is the abyss this time around? Is it worth it? When character triggers cryo-related reactions as a shockwave. Oh, I can do that. I could clearly do that. Depending on the boss, depending on what the final boss is, I might go to floor 12. I never do floor 12 anymore. Floor 12 has been coming so hard in Genshin. It's been insane. What do we got? Fire members get thing. Night Soul. Online damage is increased by 75. That's good. Hermetic. Wayubs. That's not bad. There's no boss in here. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Yumikasaur King, that's the only boss. The first two are Wayubs, which they do have a gimmick, but they're not as bad as facing a boss. It's just this one I'm not too sure about. Their Hermetic Spirit Speaker, I'm not too familiar with its gameplay. Oh, don't tell me that's the plunging boss. Construct Specialized Mech Pneuma. If that's the plunging boss, I don't want to do floor 12. Plunging, okay. These ones are the same. Hydro, Cryo. Okay, yeah. Ooh, actually no. Mangu Kenkai. Or Kenki. Hey, of course, nice hearing from you again. That was a nice surprise. You got me shook there for a second. Again, Discord is always open. We had a movie night recently. We watched K-pop Demon Hunters. That was fun. And yeah, we got more people, surprisingly. Last week, I got a bunch of new, or not a bunch, 2 or 3 new viewers, and they joined the Discord. I was like, God damn! But as always, Crunchy. Thank you for watching. Peace out and stay awesome. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And hope to see you again, either on stream, or on Discord, or even on YouTube. Catch you later. Catch you later. Okay, gotta think about this. Floor 12 or to floor 12 or not to floor 12? That is the question. Classic Crimson Die Show. My shtick now. I said that outside of stream now too, which is funny. It became not just a stream thing, it became my outro to saying goodbye to people. Goddamn. Okay, I could try to attend floor 12. Floor 9's already been completed, which is nice. Floor 10 should be easy peasies as well. Thermite. You know what? Yeah, I could do floor 10 quick time. The killer team is the pyro team up front. Mix in. Actually, no, I can't do pyro, can't I? Everybody's sharing artifacts. No, you're good to go. Okay, no. Maybe they're not sharing artifacts. Chevros, it's into Auroron. I have you as buffing. Buffing Auroron. Right? Okay, you're good to go. Chevros is good to go. Who's the one I paired up with Chevros? It's Benny, right? Benny's not good to go because Farina's sharing artifacts, so I could do instead of Benny. Not Chaska, Ian-san. Ian-san does the same thing as Benny, and She does work with Morivika, but it's not as strong as Benny. She's not even ready yet. Jesus. No, you're sharing artifacts as well as Benny, or an energy recharge. Do I just do Benny without his usual item set? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. No energy recharge on Benny, meaning $200's still okay. Okay, you know what? That's fine. It won't be the same amount as energy recharge, but it allows me to keep Farina with the energy recharge set. Then we got Diona into Mika into Farina. And I should be able to clear this quick time. There we go. Yeah, that is quick. Oh god, that's quick. Okay, nuked. Oh, crap, an ad. Okay. Floor 10. Pretty easy, pretty easy. Crit rate? Yes, please. I should have triggered Wolf's Gravestone with that kill, meaning I am super buffed. Though I did mess up the rotation. Okay. Into cryo, into water, into water, into cryo. Oop. Get into cryo, into cryo. There we go. I didn't get as much energy recharge in that rotation. Usually it should have filled up. From empty, Diona should be able to get her energy back within one rotation. I don't know why I didn't fill up that time. Okay, I am buffed with the sword. 90s, 90s. There we go. Let's try it again. So, Kirk. Whoops. Nope. It's a different enemy type. And then you get your energy back. Maybe because I didn't crit. Yeah, Diona didn't get her energy back. I should be able to freeze. Minor buff. Not the same. Could be dead though. There we go. And that is floor 10. Boom bam. Here's Seeker again. Breeze. Okay, Lower Churl, but into the Phantasm, so I can't use. Mingu Kinkai is resistant to Cryo. But Cryo gets a bonus in the beginning, so they should switch. Even though it's not recommended to have. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Cryo up front. Pyro at back. You utilize the buffs, even though the Phantasms might nuke Morivika if I don't kill him in time. And the Consecrated Beast. And Mengu Kenkai is resistant to Cryo, but the Cryo bonus damage could mitigate that, so I'm pretty much going without a buff in that phase. You know, I'll try it. I'll try it. If it's not recommended, I'll do another team. Oh, it's also defense. Shoot. Into freeze, into freeze. Freeze. Buff. Shoot. And then deletion. Ooh, was that a 90 crit? 900k crit. Beautiful. Damn. Love that energy recharge rotation. Pretty OP. My personal opinion. Here's where the problem starts. These kind of bosses. Making me move back and forth. So annoying. Oh, go ahead. See, he's starting to delete it. Oh. No more defense. Hate defense. Normal attack increase. Yes, please. What? Freeze. What? Yeah, not enough. Now it should freeze. Now it should freeze. Buff. Shields me nothing. Let's go through the shielding. Who's alive? Hurler Churl. Okay. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Damage buff. Electro Hurler Churl. I should be able to nuke through your shield. Yeah. Cryo goes through electro shields, so I could go through the damage, like go with the health. Really nice. Melt with the shields, get Benny's buff back up. Now the Phantasm, what am I facing? Just one? Okay, not bad. But again, I gotta be careful with that splash attack. That's the thing that could nuke me while I'm doing Moivika's whole rotation. There we go. Safe. Whew. Elemental mastery is to be debated. Right. Oh wait. I gotta stagger this. Wait for it. Look at the freeze. Okay. This is the part that I hate. I should be able to attack this guy even while that's happening. Like I do with other bosses. He has an invulnerability phase while he does his transition. That's not fair. He gets like an anime power-up when he has iframes. Like, what the heck? That's what I thought. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, this is going to be the Harmonic what's-her-face? Harmonic Spirit Caller? No, that's on floor 12. What am I facing here? Consecrated Beast. Right. On you. Distraction. Wait for it, wait for it. Any buff? That's my ult, but just go straight to her. Spin to win. The Consecrated Beast was the more tankier opponent in that situation, but hey, that's floor 12. Boom. Or floor 11. floor 12. They want the same pairing. Cryo up front, first half, and then any Night Soul in the second half, which is Morivika, but depending on the enemy listing. Avatar, Pyro, Cryo, Wayu, Mountain King. I gotta be careful with accidentally burning myself with the Mountain King. And I'm not sure about the Wayubs. I might not be able to pop their shield in time, which is what I'm afraid of, but I'll take any stars regardless. One attempt. I won't try to do a second attempt. Whatever stars I get, I keep with it. I'll attempt it on another day / another night. I'm starting to smell my chicken. Smell it in the oven. Smells good. Healing effect? No, let's go with damage. Ooh, 100k, finally. I gotta keep freezing it so it gets to its stun state. I hate about this guy. Okay, stun state. Shield. Wet. Wet. Heal. Buff. Attack speed. Skirk. Skirk doing her skirk thing. There's the boss. I'll go into this so I save the burst all around because I could kill these guys without any help. Now, here's the problem. Distraction. Distraction. Melt. No, come on. Is that the real one? I think that was the real one. Perfect. Come on, set up the Benny, set up the Benny. Hundo, hundo, hundo. Come on, crit, crit. Stop moving. Trying to make time here. I can't rely on the Benny buff. I have to wait for the next rotation. Hopefully I can kill her before she does that weird state again. The hide and seek. No! Come on, come on, there we go. Clear. Can have enough time here. Energy recharge helps my buffers. It doesn't help Morivika or Skirk. That does help Benny get up to like 250 energy recharge. Wet. Freeze. Wet. God, not enough energy recharge to kill me. Freeze. Freeze. Buff. Was there a boss after this, or is it just more enemies? Buffed enemies. Wet. Freeze. Massive heal. Buff up. Oh, it's this thing, okay. I think it's Pyro. If it's the Pyro one, that means it's resistant to Skirk right now. If it's not, it could be dead soon. Just keep freezing it so it stays in place. There we go. Extraction. Orb. Red. Buff. Nuke. know it's gonna be a Wayu. Okay, it's a Cryo Wayu. Perfect. I can melt it. Ah, but it's super tanky too, is the problem. Come on, nuke it. Like 2 more waves to kill. Or, no. There should be one more wave after this, right? No, these are the last 2 enemies, okay. Distraction effort. Energy recharge. Red. And then I should be able to kill, but I'm running. This one took a little longer than I'd hoped. Normal attack, I'll take that. Two waves at the same time? Oh, are you kidding me? Man stole my energy. Isn't that good? And strange enough, they could steal Skirk's energy, which should not be allowed. She doesn't run on energy, so they shouldn't be able to steal it. Just gotta keep freezing it so it stays locked down. Stay locked down, stay locked down. It's 1. Okay, I can freeze it now. I gotta lock it down. So long as it's not be able to move, it can't go into its weird state where it steals energy, and I can just nuke it. And Hundo. Okay, that was actually not that bad. Sword King. Save my ulti. Kill these guys as quickly as possible to get through the Yumika the Mountain King. Get the energy recharge from Benny. Wait for him to start because he starts off with that phase. His nuke phase. I just got hair in my mouth. We're on. We gotta get Benny's burst back up. Oh, I forgot to shred with Chevreuse. Okay, careful. Watch the health. I'm burning. And you can do a spin to win move. There it is, there it is. Keep Benny alive. We're on for distraction effort. Benny, heavy shred. Oh, okay, this hurts, this hurts, it hurts. Keep the distance. 36 stars? 36 stars, not too bad. This was an easy one, granted. They didn't throw bosses on bosses on bosses. When that happens, I never attempt it because you have to kill a boss within a set amount of time. They have gimmicks, it runs the time, and then you have to face a second boss. No. This one was an easy 36 stars. Easy 600 primos. Love it. It goes to my Escoffier bank account fund. Do I have to reclaim it, or do they instantly give it to me? Instantly give it to me, okay. Perfect. I always hated going back inside this to claim the primos, but they give it to you after you complete it. Nice. That counts as 2 daily comms. And you know what? I forgot about this, but I still have to do the weekly bosses. Skirk needs how many talents for the boss? What am I looking at here? I need exactly... I need one more to crown her burst. Nice. And then if I want a triple crown, but I'm going for the double crown first and foremost. I just need one more crown. Okay, let's just do that. Let's aim for the crown in tonight's before I end off stream. I'll continue with the event quest tomorrow to get some primos off of that. And then on Friday has the live stream in the morning about the summer event, which I've been waiting on. 2025 Genshin summer event. Lore implications, but also a lot of primos. I do love. Who doesn't like primos? And I feel like Diona's weak in terms of energy recharge. She should have... 200 is not enough. Is there a way for buff up the energy recharge? Before I gave her healing, but... Energy recharge on that, Oh, there's 26 on that. Jesus. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Come on. Perfect phase. Come on, knock it out. Knock it out of the park. Okay, it's in it. Oops. Rest phase. Okay. Watch for the pawns. That's one. And then... Stun phase. It's still gonna do its king phase, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, stupid king phase. Or is that a bishop? There we go. Okay, now for the actual fight. Yo, Demigod Win! Welcome to the late night Genshin stream. I just finished the Abyss, 36 stars. Oops. I am just currently... I'm trying to get an easy crown, right? I'm getting my second crown for Skirt. So I'm gonna do some bossing, late night bossing. And yeah, I'll probably end off on there because I attempted the event, the co-op event. It's gonna drive me insane, so I'm gonna wait to play it in like maybe in the afternoon, not so late night for that. This is having to like rely on co-op and like some weird gimmicks. Kind of slightly annoying. Okay, come on, Skirk. Let's get your second crown. Steal the crowns off of these kings and queens and put it on yourself. How you doing, Godwin, by the way? Whoops. I need some heals. I need them heals! Come on, Mika. Please tell me you have your burst. I need a Mika burst. I need a Mika burst. Oh god, his energy recharge sucks. Trying to focus on the king, but also gotta watch my health. Okay, tag out. Wet. Shield. Mika attack speed. Arena buff, so I get some damage increase. Freeze. Come on. You got a heal? Queen's gonna give some life, so it gives me time to buff up. Rotations. Wet. Focus the queen this time around. Watch the HP, watch the HPs. Oh! I didn't watch the HP. I gotta... that ruined my rotation. What? Make a burst. Wet. Attack speed increase. Heal. Buff up. Try to get both of them at the same time. Queen is down, queen is down. The king's gonna try to heal, which is good. But set location. King's down. Go for the king, go for the king. Massive heal. Buff. No, there goes the Skirk. I was trying to steal her burst. Okay, it's fine. I'll end off with these guys. Yeah, we traded. I revived Skirk at the last possible second and we traded. Very climactic. Whew. Yeah, no, that's the point. You freeze them, they hit each other. They took a page out of the local legend, the goat and the penguin local legend, where they collide with each other. So the mechanic is they're gonna kill themselves. They share HP by like reducing one. So if you focus on one of the on that second phase, if you focus on one, the other one gives some of its life, and they both revive. So that's a good way to like chunk it down. Best case scenario, you hit both of them as much time as possible, so they're both 50%. Then you kill one, they share that HP, and then they're at both 25%. And then it does one of its, they do one of their special supers where you have to freeze them, and then they hit each other. It nukes them. It actually does a lot of damage if you follow the gimmick. Nope. Okay, so I'm fishing for a Dream Solvent to get that second crown. Okay, that's not too bad. I can do like another bosses. I have the resin. But I gotta revive the Skirk. Exactly for the Escoffier rerun. I am... What's my funds at the moment? I refreshed my Welkins, so I have another month of Welkins. 24, 19. Not bad. Also, I gotta remind myself, since the code is on, the live stream is this Friday for Canadian time, Canadian Eastern time. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get the Genshin codes then. So they get like maybe like 400, 300 primos from the codes. Not bad. Then when the summer event does drop, I'm thinking maybe in the next month or next couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm at 60 apparently. Remember we stopped at 60 because somebody's I think it was Lily. They told me that the wishes that I did that stream, you didn't count yet. It takes like a couple of days. So I'm actually at 60 plus. So I'm really good, but I'm still at the 50-50. So even if Escoffier does come back, I could lose the rerun. I'm hoping, if that does happen, that Escoffier comes back soon, and I have like a really boatload of primos, I lose the 50-50 early. Since I'm at a high 60, if I get like a gene or something, I need to get it on the first 10 wishes, so that the rest of the primos could go to building up again. That's the best case scenario of losing first 50-50. Best case scenario, no, like the absolute best case scenario, Godwin, is I'm at 60p, Escoffier comes back around, I get her in the first 10 pull. Meaning I gotta either go for her weapon or another constellation. With how many primos I could save up before that happens. That's the absolute best case scenario. Worst case are kind of like mid case scenario. High pity. I'm at 60, but it's gonna take me to 80, which is like 2 more 10 pulls before I get her on her first 50-50. That's like the okay scenario. Okay, let's see. Next boss do I absolutely need? I do need a couple of Arlecchino. I need more of the dragon. 13, 6, 2. Yeah, I need Arlecchino and the dragon. What about the narwhal? 9, 12, 8. That's a lot, actually. 17, 17, 14. Don't need you. 6, 6, 6. I could attempt the Wanderer. 17, 17, 15. Nope. Okay, so the priority list is Dragon, Arlecchino, and then the Whale. And then that's probably my resin for tonight. So these three. Okay, let's build a dragon killing team. The dragon killing team needs the Pyro Traveler for sure, but I also need to have like a really strong Morivika. Let's set that up. Let's set up the dragon killing team. This dragon. Benny needs his artifacts again. So take it off Farina. 300, perfect. The Traveler needs... He just needs to be on the team, but I also would like to have him somewhat damaging. So let me see what I could fit onto him. Niche? Energy recharge. Niche, energy recharge. Attack. I don't have a second pyro, so I'll just go with attack. Energy recharge. Attack. Attack. What do we got? Decent. That, remember, you have to add an extra 40% on the crit rate, so that's 85 crit rate on 164. Could be better. But the main DPS is Morivika. He's just here for the dragon boss gimmick in his constellations. Okay, okay. Should be able to do this quick time. Got the infusion. Oh, right, the pop. Quick. The damage over time thing that pops afterwards. Okay, I gotta heal the Traveler. Let's just keep building immunity for now. Before he pops. There we go. Benny heal. Traveler up. Morivika burst. Please don't teleport away. Okay, I didn't get the shoot. Ow. I need the Traveler to burst so it can heal. I might die actually, I might die. First. Okay, everybody's healed. Woo. Okay, get the infusion. Heal. Jesus, heal. And this should be it. I just have to do a Benny into a Morivika. I did die. I'll grant you that. I did die. Wasn't the cleanest fight, but still relatively quick in terms of damage and how much DPS I managed. Still no Dream Solvent. This could be bad. I might not be able to get the Dream Solvent. Yo, Kaido Strike. Yeah, again, that's why I like the Japanese. When I first heard Benny's voice, he had that like very stereotypical, well, it's in his character, bad luck but super optimistic Japanese character in anime. Like the very unfortunate soul, but he's always super optimistic. whoever's the voice acting, who's doing for Benny, probably had that character archetype already down in his voice, and that's why they hired him. Or them. Because again, it's very one-to-one on like a lot of that character type in animes. So again, he fits it to the T, that's why it's so perfect. It's not annoying. He sounds masculine enough, but also sounds youthful for his, you know, over-optimism because of his bad luck. So it's like, it's that right balance. Small question. Is for... it depends. How early on are you in the game, Kaido Strike? Just a quick, just want to know. How early on in Genshin? Are you like high level, new to the game? Level rank 60? It requires time to build up those artifacts. I've had, up until I think maybe February, my Eula specifically had a 4th star artifact on her because I couldn't find the perfect artifact for her, and it was like a crutch. It's not necessary. In terms of importance, yes, artifacts is, let's say, priority. Talents are good, but talents scale pretty... Actually, no. Talents are first and foremost, when I think about it. You can have crappy artifacts, but if you crown a person, their damage is exponential with their leveling up here. They're like level 10 or high level. So talents first, focusing on artifacts second. But you don't need that perfect artifact just yet. Right? If you have like a 4-star version of, let's say, like a set bonus, sometimes the set bonus is more important. A good example is Auroron. Auroron only needs the set bonus to trigger, and he doesn't really care for the stats. In terms of your DPS, maybe. If you want to perfect the DPS, specifically your damage dealer, a 5-star artifact is necessary, but you could hold off until then. If you could roll a perfect 4-star artifact, and it has this pretty much half of the, let's say 80% of the stats that you need, focus on other aspects to increase the damage, like talents and also your supports. And then, once you have like a decent team, and like high enough talents, maybe farm for that artifact, because it's RNG. RNG for the artifacts and what you roll on it. Things that are not RNG is the teammates and your talents. Those are those are set, meaning they'll exponentially always increase your damage. The right combo for a team, except for like maybe a lack of artifacts, and then you get the perfect artifact. So yeah, it's worth leveling after the fact. Don't chase for perfect. Okay, so long story short, don't chase for perfect. Chase for good enough, and then do other things, team supports, talent levels, and then go for the perfect artifact. That's my advice, because it's really painful when you run out of resin. You lose the 50-50 on rolling for the stats. Like, you have to like roll a lot of artifacts, and then if you mess up, all that time and effort's gone. It's the struggle. The chase for perfect is the thing that is what dissuades people to get the artifact farming. So put that as like a third option. Perfect chase, or chase perfect artifacts after the fact, where you're already doing comfortable amounts of damage. Focus on talents and support characters to buff up damage. Like, let's say a Benny. Max out Benny's buffing and all that. Yes, exactly. Again, never a 3-star. 4-star artifacts are perfect placeholders until you're ready to chase the perfect artifact. Because again, it's also depending how much time you have to spend farming, if you're free, if you're out of resin. It's really, you gotta like micromanage the time. You just can't spend playing Genshin farming artifacts, you're gonna burn yourself out. I've burned myself out before. I'm in and out of Genshin most of the time. I only get hyped with new content, and then I try not to over-focus on artifacts. like I did with Skirk. The Skirk artifact farming for me was blessed because of that the Stygian event. It allowed me just to focus on the boss and just pump up the artifacts. And I still don't have perfect artifacts for her. I'm chasing maybe crit rate on the feather. Yeah, I'm chasing crit rate on the feather and crit rate on the goblet. But the goblet is so hard because you want cryo bonus damage and crit stats. It's a pain. Yeah, level 8, okay, English, please. For your supports, level 80 is fine, and most of the time, level 8 on talents is also fine. The damage buffers are required. I don't want to say required because it's such a loaded word, but it's best recommended for like the main supports, your damage buffers, to be level 90 so you can get their talent to crown. Benny, Yansan, those are just to name a few of the characters that I have level 90, but they're 4 stars. Yeah, Benny. Okay, these two because I did a funky build way back in Inazuma 2.0 when they first came out. They're the only reason why they're level 90. Xianling because why not? Xianling with her Pyro Tornado needs to be crowned. That's 3 damage. Yansan with the buffing needs to be crowned as well, which I'm still working on. Yeah, but most of your supports could be stuck at level 80 and just have like a level 8 talent skill, and they'll help your DPS for sure. Yeah, exactly. The YouTubers, again, their whole gimmick is to get the perfect artifacts to showcase it, to make content out of it. So they have a goal. It's not the perfect artifact, it's the content. If you're not making content, that should not be your goal, right? They have perfect artifacts for a reason, because their whole thing is they're spending time, because it's not just making the character strong, it's to showcase people that they have like an amazing build. If you're playing for funsies, that's not the thing. If you're not making content, if you're not like showcasing it to people just to say you have the perfect artifact, at best it's third priority. Focus on building your supports and talents, something more controllable, because talents is resin, but you get the talent books, so it's not RNG. And team building could go funky ways, right? Look at my Skirk build. She's the main DPS, but all 3 of her supports have massive amounts of energy recharge. Like, you're not supposed to build Diona like this. Energy recharge, I don't even care about the healing, I don't care about her shielding, she just needs energy recharge, because I do a burst spam rotation with my Diona, with my Mika, and Farina. Oh, don't get me on Farina. You're gonna hate my build for Farina. I have her as... I have her with Benny's artifact set, so that she could spam her bursts. Like, energy recharge Farina. Because again, all she needs is her burst to be up to buff up the team. I know she does tons of damage as a Hydro DPS if I had the golden troop set on her, and then she uses her elemental skills, but Skirk is the focus point on this team. So that even have a funking team build. See, I don't copy people, I just find anything that's comfortable for me. And it works. It doesn't drive me insane, and it has like tons of like fluidity and team building. Exactly, do you and enjoy the game. And so that it does drive you insane, but again, those content creators who spend hours and hours finding those perfect artifacts, imagine how much time they spend in a week to 1, farm, 2, make the content and post it on YouTube so that they edit, or if they send it to an editor, either way, they have to put in time to do both. That's work. That's not playing game for fun. That's just... So again, you don't want to make Genshin into work. Yeah, it's also good to find a guide. Like, I know a lot of people, they read like the best. You can also just look at in-game too as well. They've been adding a lot of UI to say what's the best, what's the recommended artifacts, like so. Like, it's built in. So let's say a character who's not built. I don't have a Diluc built. Best artifact set they're saying, the 90% is a 4-piece Crimson Witch. Makes sense. He's a pyro DPS. Okay, honestly, this amount of suggestions is good enough. You don't need to find the perfect artifact. It's peak. 90 showcases. Yeah, again, the purpose of the showcase is to show off, but again, you could also use it as a reference, but you don't also have to do copy pasta, right? There are everybody has like funky builds that you could do, especially with Elemental Mastery builds. Elemental Mastery team comp builds don't necessarily follow traditional builds. You can make anybody like a reaction-based monster with the right artifact set and Elemental Mastery. I've had my Kazuha built before, and I kind of come back to it every now and then as a Animo DPS Kazuha. Right? Not Elemental Mastery, Animo DPS, because I put the Mist Splitter on him sometimes. Let's see if I can actually rebuild it. What is his, I still should still have the artifacts for Animo DPS. Like, he's not a support. Check out my Kazuha build. I'm gonna showcase it again. I ran this one for like the longest time. Kazuha Azdaha? Azdaha's not annoying. He has invulnerability phases where you have to like watch the animation, but he's easy. Yeah. He's tanky. Oh, okay. Again, he does have resistances. The only thing Azdaha has is the elemental rotation. He changes his elemental resistances and his weaknesses. So if he's Cryo and Hydro 1 week, of course you're not going to use Cryo to beat him. You can. It's going to take longer. You want like either Animo or Pyro to beat him. So you have to switch up your builds if you're farming it. But he's not that bad. Oh, you mean that guy, Mengu Kenkai. I thought you meant boss materials, not his, not the boss Mengu Kenkai. Is it Mengu Kenkai for Kazuha? Kazuha. What did he need again? I forget his it's been so long since I built this guy. The purple boss. Puppet boss? Yeah, Mengu Kenkai. Or Kenki. Kazuha needs his artifacts? When did... I swear, Mengu Kenkai was Inazuma. Kazuha came before Inazuma. Did he need that? Oh god. Again, I triple crowned him, so I can't even tell. So, yeah, he's annoying because of his movement is A. The fact that he has an animation lockout within 10% of his HP, or a sixth of his HP. Usually when monsters or bosses has those like transition phases, you could still try to damage them. It does like minuscule damage. But Mengu Kenkai and some of the older bosses, they have a transition state where they're invulnerable. I hate that. I hate that so much. You should still be able to attack them a bit, maybe with reduced damage, but complete invulnerability sucks. Let me see. How bad is Mengu? Mengu Kenkai is also worse with Cryo, so Skirk should not be good against him. Oh yeah, you gotta work on his dodging. You could iframe his dodge if you're used to dodging. They're usually singular hits, so if you dodge at the right time, just like sprint forward, you should be able to like at least either tank it or take no damage. Let me try this again. The Mengu Kenkai, the first like 1/6 of his HP, he does the animation transfer, his animation, which locks him out from being damaged, which is kind of annoying. Okay, animation change. Here we go. I'm gonna try to dodge the explosion. Nope, failed. No, I failed that one too. I'm just trying to do dodges here. You need to have oh, I do have a shield here though, I just realized that. You would also use iframe. Use boss 5-star burst animations to iframe some of the attacks. That's another thing, iframing with burst animations. Don't spam your burst if you know a big hit is gonna come. Let's say Furina's has a long animation too, so if I'm not gonna get nuked, pop a Furina burst. They'll protect you. 4 stars are kind of tight window, since they don't have the animations, like, transition. You have to time it just as the burst starts. Like, right now, as Diona's kicking the cocktail, she's immune. As soon as it lands, she could get hit. So it's really hard to do 4-star burst iframes. Unless they have like an animation. Yes, the wind slash. It's either you have to have like a tanky person, like let's say somebody with 4k HP. You can do sacrificial plays. Let's say you don't want your DPS to get hit. Even if it screws over your rotations, get the person who has the most HP on the field for them to tank the hit and then fix your rotation. That's why I like switching. You know, tactical switch out. Pretty much. Like, I would not want to have Skirk tank a hit. She's only at 20k HP. She'll lose a bunch of her HP. Nika at 35, he could still die, but better than him than anybody else, like DPS and true supporters, like, you know. Yes, do not face this guy. Good call, Godwin. Do not face this guy on a rainy day, because his ice rays will freeze you. So annoying. You gotta make sure that it's a clear sky. Which is so funny. It makes the boss that much harder, because he could crowd control. Which is usually the other way around. Not that bad of a boss, though. But again, I can't say that because I do have OP teams. I have OP characters built. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'm not gonna say I'm like a noob, but I'm also not gonna say I'm a pro either, so... Some of these guys, especially at 103 difficulty, they are kind of hard. No! I'm a whale occasionally, mostly a dolphin. Mostly just a dolphin. Also, I wouldn't recommend this. Touching back on your artifact farming, I wouldn't recommend this now. I recommend saving up these materials. Yes, the sanctifying elixir and the feathers. We got a feather. We got 2 feathers when it first dropped back in update. And you could get them through Stygian Onslaught, which I'm pretty sure you can't do, so that's a no-go. Or the battle passes, which is also a no-go. I want them to add this in these 2 specifically. These 2 items should have the same priority as crowns in events. Because people have been hoarding crowns for like God knows how long. It would be nice if the next event, the summer event, has these as rewards so that we could build them up. Because these are what you could do once a month though. That's the thing that pains me. Once a month, you can possibly make your perfect artifact via the artifact transmuter. Wait. I already did this for Skirk on Finale Deep. I want to make the perfect goblet this time around. A cryo goblet with both crit stats. So if I can't find it, I can make it, but then it's expensive because the goblet and the crown cost respectively 3 and 4. So annoying how expensive. Yeah, the goblet is 4, crown is 3. Godwin, same here. I have so many crowns. I should be crowning people, but again, building is annoying. So what's more important for people now is the artifacts, which we have means to like create our own artifacts. It's just the materials. So the crown should honestly take less precedent nowadays, or equal amounts to these 3. The fact that they're locked between battle passes and Stygian Onslaught is not good currently, but hopefully they can change that in the future where it's more in terms of like limited time events. This would make people play limited time events more than weapons. Because I have the limited weapons, and sometimes I don't even build them. Like Cinnabar, Fading Twilight. I don't build these weapons, even though it's cool. I'd rather have these in events that come up, and so I could hoard them, so that I could use them when I need them, which I do. That's just a thought. Hopefully Hoyo's listening, but yeah. Yeah, I know the emblem's good, but again, touching on my Kazuha build. Want to see my stupid Kazuha build? Especially with the cryo animal shredders now. Almighty Animo. So this is my Animo build with Kazuha. So you put Kazuha as the main DPS. You put in... Okay, let's say for the sake of fact that you don't have Morivika, you put in Auroron because of the Cindered City set, which gives you bonus Animo. Speaking of bonus Animo, you have to slap on Faruzan. Faruzan gives crit damage boosts and Animo boost, as well as shredding Animo on enemies, so she's necessary for an Animo focused DPS. And then, just because I have Jean at C4, Jean C4 also shreds Animo, which is nice when you pop her burst. This is not an Elemental Mastery team. It's an Animo focused team. Animo DPS. Let's see if I had the same artifacts before. Honestly, Kazuha doesn't even need the shred. Faruzan needs the shredding, or I could give her Noblesse. Let's give her the energy recharge set, so that she could spam her burst. Right. And then I gotta stop unlocking these by accident. What did I want? I want energy recharge. There we go. Give her energy recharge. What does she have? 263? Good enough for me. Jean just needs to spam her burst as well, but she could be the Animo Shredder in this case. Actually, no. I'll give Kazuha that so I could shred for Roron in the reaction. Actually, do I want to shred for Pyro? You know, no. I'm doing Auron because just to showcase low damage. In my actual team for Animo DPS, I would put on Morivika. But this is just for the sake of the fact, so... DPS Kazuha. It's been a minute. Let me see if we get the perfect stats on him. So if he has the Mist Splitter on, he needs crit rate. So I need a crit rate helmet, or I could get a crit rate with crit damage with crit rate. I could go Animo bonus damage, energy recharge, and crit damage. I have a better one. Attack for DPS. Crit rate damage. Crit rate damage and energy recharge. Okay. In terms of this. Animo damage, attack. Actually no, crit. 22 crit damage. 200. You know what? I need a little bit more crit rate, so I might do that. This could be the floater piece. Let's steal Skirks for now, just for the showcase. 41, 200. Not bad, not bad. Oh, by the way, I also have C2 Kazuha. So Kazuha is also giving himself 200 elemental mastery. That's why I don't... For DPS Kazuha specifically, I don't need elemental mastery with C2 because he gives himself elemental mastery. Meaning I could focus on other stats. 200 is a good placeholder for Swirl. For now. So 200 plus 115 is 315. That's actually a good amount of elemental mastery if I'm focusing on DPS. And then for Jean, if I'm gonna go for healing, energy recharge. Energy recharge and crit. Energy recharge. Which is the sands that has energy recharge? Over here? There we go. 250. And then animal bonus, why not? And they give her either sacrificial or frivonious. It's in particles back. So again, I want to spam her burst to shred 40% animo. Farazan with C6 as well gives animal bonus damage, but her burst also shreds for currently 30%, so that's a 70 decrease to animo, making Kazuha hit like a truck because his elemental skill is technically plunge as well, and plunging damage is heavy on, you know, damage in general. So let's test this out on the test dummy right now. Kaido Strike. This was with some tweaking with because of the Natlan set. What my Kazuha was like before. Roland wasn't here with. Whoops. 1 second. One second. Well, I gotta do something real quick. Sorry. Also, I took off my jacket. It's hot in here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to end off stream on an abruptly. Though I did want to showcase this. I'll do this quick time. 5 minutes. Kazuha. Run into Kazuha, into Kazuha, into that. Barzan, get the particles back. What 20k is not that bad. I used to remember thinking 20k was an amazing plunge. Yeah, so the damage is coming from Kazuha's, not the swirl itself, but from actual just animal damage. Ah, it's been a minute since I did this build. This is OG time. Genshin 2.0. Kazuha with swirl, or Kazuha with animal damage. It works. It's not the same DPS that I have now. This was before I had like OP characters. Like Kazuha was my go-to, still is. But now I have like heavy hitters that I don't necessarily need to do this build anymore. But this was fun because again, Jean constantly heals. Having 3 characters do animal particles, meaning Jean can spam her burst. Barzan is always shredding Animo. And since Kazuha he could abuse his burst too. The 3 elemental mastery does help with the swirl, but again, it's mostly for the animal damage itself. Very gimmicky build. You don't build Kazuha this way, but there's the freedom of building characters right there. You don't need to necessarily follow a specific path. It's recommended, but you don't need to necessarily follow it. Jean shred for 40%. Barzan shreds for 40%. Yeah, dude, this is a burst spammy team, but it works. But again, it's because of constellations. In the dark. Thank you, Godwin, for the big red button. I made that because of a friend, but it's like an inside joke in a meme. Banana in the dark. Yeah, again. So again, don't conform to some people. If it works, it works. The only time where builds matter is the Abyss, IT Theater, but IT Theater gives you buffs, so you don't actually necessarily, it's not as necessary. And challenge events like Stygian, Onslaught. But if you don't care for that stuff, build whatever. Yeah, again, I do have a bunch of like random memes as some of that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end off stream here. I gotta do something real quickly. It's also really late. I will continue playing Genshin, most likely Friday morning. I'll try to catch the stream, either watch it live, or I'll do a recap, maybe at 3 o'clock. Like, I'll watch, like, the playback after the fact. But that'll be for Friday's stream. I don't stream Thursdays, so... We'll see what's gonna be new with when the stream drops. What the summer events all gonna be about. How much primos we're gonna earn. All the lore stuff, so wait till then. But as always, you've been watching Crimson Dye Show. Thank you for the follow. Shadow Strike. Hopefully my advice helps. I'm not sure how much it helps. I'm not a pro. But again, just play the game as you would. But until then, peace out, stay awesome, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll catch you on Friday. Ciao.